Hello, Sunflower Elementary. I'm so happy to join you for your walk across America today. My name is Lee House, and I am here to tell you a little bit about the history of Paola and of our town square. Some of the first inhabitants of Paola were Indian tribes. Some of those Indian tribes were the Kaskaskia, Peoria, Piankashaw, and Wea tribes. And if you've spent any time in our town, you will recognize those names as names of many of our streets. Many of our streets were named after some of the first people that were here. The Indian tribes were given about 250 sections of land across Miami County. The Indian tribes were followed shortly by some groups of missionaries, as well as a Spanish explorer. Those were some of the first people that were in our town. The Indian tribes were formed a group called the Confederated Allied Tribes, and they were led by a man named Baptiste Peoria. And Baptiste Peoria, along with the Paola Town Company, were recognized in being very influential in the founding and the development of Paola. Paola is the county seat for Miami County, but before it was called Miami County, when Kansas was made into a state, the county was called Likens County, named after a man named David Likens, who was also a missionary. Other missionaries worked in our area. One of those missionaries was named Father Paul Ponziglione. He was an Italian priest, and many people believe that our name, Paola, came from his influence, and it was named after a town in Italy on the west coast. And that town, you can still look it up today, it's Paoli, and it's pronounced Paoli. There was a large influx of settlers starting here in 1854, and the town plat for Paola was laid out in 1855. On the 23rd day of August, 1855, the first territorial legislature passed an act incorporating the Paola Town Company. The Paola Park Square was given to the town company by Baptiste Peoria as he went into forced exile with his tribe to Oklahoma. And then the town company gave the square to the city with the provision that no building would ever be built on it. Back in those days, the Indian tribes used the square as a gathering place, and they wanted us to use it for the same purposes today, and that is why there are no buildings on the square other than the gazebo, which is from 1913, and it is still used today for many community gatherings, so we have honored that tradition. A man named George Washburn designed the gazebo, and he also designed the courthouse and the library. Paola is home to about 5,600 people today, and we are growing and vibrant, and we still have a lot of our history here, and we are very proud of our traditions and our history that makes us Paola. Thanks for joining me.